Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about Love Match Atlanta. I think it comes on Bravo. Love Match Atlanta has several professional matchmakers as the cast, and you kind of learn a lot, well, to some extent. And one thing I've learned is that I'm broke because I think the only one that would, if I was looking and I wanted to go down that route, would be Shae Primus, and that would be only be her package to look at my online profiles to attract people, or attract women, I should say. But and then I've asked people, who you may think have money, have they ever dealt with a matchmaker? But so and actually this is actually a deeper conversation than the price. It might be a little classism in it too, but like I said, it's a little deeper conversation. The reason why I say that is because normally people have matchmake. This is just throughout history. It may have been done through families or social circles or economic status, but now what you're doing is you're paying someone at these prices, economic status and social circles, to match you up with someone that you may be of interest in and your future relationship growth, which is common throughout the world. So I guess in our societies throughout the world. So, but like I said, it's like a deeper discussion. But anyway, so let's start off with who we got here. Shae Primus, or if I'm pronouncing that last name right. So she runs middle class matchmaking. And we're going to kind of combine some of the episodes. So right now they're on episode 3, which episode 4 will air next week, and it is 5th 23rd 2022. Just for point of reference. But Shae is a certified, which I didn't know you had to be certified to be a matchmaker. Or I guess within the community, as she points out, the other matchmakers won't deal with you if you're not certified, or I guess to a certain standard. And I guess because you're dealing with, this is like a personal thing, like a barber or whatever, or a hairdresser, or nail tech, or makeup artist. You don't want to send somebody off to reference because it's a real personal type of service. So I think it was one instance of Joseph, who's a successful app developer, and she pointed out that she sends people off all the time to Joseph, but Joseph has never had any references from other matchmakers within the city of Atlanta. So this is based out of Atlanta. But anyway, so Shae has 2 children. One's a grown adult, a grown adult, and one's a 3-year-old. So it's kind of look a little shaky to me that Shae is a matchmaker, but she's not in a relationship. And then she also has a child. So to that aspect, and Shae lives in downtown Atlanta or somewhere with a nice view, but it's a small apartment. But she's apparently trying to get back on her. Well, I can't really say she's trying to get back on her feet. That's what she had. She had broke up. I think she stayed with her parents for a while, and then she got an apartment in a trendy area. To that aspect. Now, Shae did have an interesting client named Ashley, who was about that exotic sexual life. Ashley is a blogger. Put a link in my community tab to one of her posts. And actually is a very melanated woman with, some very exotic full lip features, which she does excellent. Excuse my tongue here, with lipstick. And Ashley kind of like really made that episode on the first episode, to some extent. And we can also still learn more about Shae in episodes 2 and 3, and in the direction of what she wants her company to go. And all these matchmakers do have online websites too, so you can Google them and check out their websites. Next up, we have the dual matchmakers. Now, the dual matchmakers are Kelli Fisher and Tana Gilmore. And these two women have been doing this for a while, like over 10 years, if not more. Oh, I must add that Shae has a 90% success rate, and then the dual matchmakers has 87% success rate. So I guess that's their rating on how they match people. But apparently, these two women, they are certified. I think they had to go to New York, so they made some type of commitment. And then most of these matchmakers, they put you through, I guess, a screening process, background check, things like that. But another thing they do is they give you a therapist to talk to see who you are, and I guess you go on from there and things like that. But this is part of the process, so I guess you got to work out your problems before they put you out on a date, and they also can reject you too. That's the other side. But anyway, so these two women, they're the biggest one in the U.S. or up in the big category, and like I said, most of these matchmakers do focus on the black community, and Kelli and Tana, if I pronounced her name right, have been, like I said, they've been on a lot of large platforms talking about their product and their service that they provide as far as matchmaking. But they're high. Like I said, now middle class matchmaking, Shae gives you hope. Kelli and Tana, you're like, what? 25K and up? I mean, wow. Now these two have an issue also with Joseph. Not that Shae had an issue with Joseph, but they're allegedly accusing Joseph of taking an idea of, I guess, of a product line. I guess that's the way I want to describe it. And Joseph already had a product, and they approached Joseph about an idea, then all of a sudden Joseph went into matchmaking. But I guess it's a cutthroat business in that aspect. And like I said, these are the cream of the crop matchmakers, the duo matchmaking. So next we have is Joseph Dixon. Started a successful app. I think it was Real Black Love or something, RTL, something like that. Joseph, he met his current wife through his app, which I think was unethical in my opinion. And I'm gonna do a little bragging. I had a little website. I had about 5,000 members. I actually had a couple of websites. So one of them was called, I think it was Web App, African American Planet. And this was during the time when Black Planet came out. So a lot of guys, they was developing sites and stuff like that. Then I guess I don't know what happens. Like a lot of them faded away, and some, I wish I would have bought like one or two of the domain names. I think one of them was like Ebony Voices, and that sort of faded away. But because you can buy prepackaged stuff, and then it could be your dating site or social media site. It was a little before Facebook too, so a lot of people were had their own custom sites. But I'm not knocking Joseph, but if he's people are looking at it, well, hell, if he can do that, I can get I can get at least 100,000 members, and then have some of these matchmakers make a deal with them. And I'm not even interested in being a matchmaker. It's just a little extra change or whatever. But in all this, Joseph, now Shae implied that Joseph dated two other women from his site. Like I said, I guess it is what it is. But it's just kind of because you get this anyway. I'm not gonna go there. But the woman he's married to, married as a religious person. He presents this on the show. He's women describes him as arrogant. Maybe he's just very confident in his success, and he's grounded in his success. His wife is protects him, and I guess I'm assuming he protects her. But when the women get out of line, she steps right in there and takes the fire, and Joseph doesn't have to say very much. But the criticism with Joseph, they say he's not certified. So I guess I'm assuming that the certification is the commitment to the craft. And Joseph feels he doesn't need the certification, but I'm assuming that, like I said, it's a commitment to the craft. And in addition to that, I'm not sure if Joseph does the same service levels that the others do with the therapists and things like that, but he does do the makeover. It gives a remake of how you should look and things like that, what you should say. He kind of does those things, and he may have learned that going along and stuff, but he kind of, he's in that thing. Now, Joseph pointed out that other matchmakers courted him to get access to his database, of course, for his, high-level clients, and he maybe he got pimped out before. He got up there and, hey, Joe, let me, he probably didn't know what to do. Hey, Joe, let me holler at you. Let me just go through your database for, XYZ. And he never heard back from the people. So I guess he probably got a little wiser and just said, hey, well, I'm going to do them before they do me, allegedly. All right. So Joseph did one thing that was, one of his clients was the Kevin Samuels chick, which we knew very little about. And this was the woman that Kevin Samuels said was average at best. And, well, she's a successful, pet groomer. She has her own pet grooming salon or something like that. Supposed to be a high-end salon. And then she's not a bad looking woman. She's, got herself put together and what have you. But she was a little upset. She had to go to therapy about the whole Kevin Samuels situation in that aspect. So that's one of Joseph's clients. So then we got Ming Clark, unless I spelled the name, might be wrong. It might be Clark, but Ming, if I'm pronouncing Ming, that's her name. So Ming runs a matching agency too, and so Joseph is the only one out of all these women that's has a successful relationship, because Ming is going through a divorce. Ming she has assistants and things like that, and she's dealing with clients. In addition to that, I think I'm not going to say all of them. All of them probably have some interracial clients, but Ming is a little more broader, maybe in her selection of clients that she chooses in that aspect. And she hasn't gotten into a lot of mess with the other three persons. She's kind of like staying in her lane and getting her hustle on. But some people, like, they might look at this, like I said, they might see a little classism and that aspect. But I guess the justification is that everyone in the world has matchmaking, and they look to do a certain social standard, I guess I would say, in their society. So I guess this does sort of fits in, but like I said, these prices that they have is, it's out of my price range. If I was looking for this type of service, I'm the old-fashioned at the cookout type of thing. Oh, is that your cousin over there? What you know about her? Oh man, she got like 5 kids. She's free. She's single though. She working. Getting a little child support. The old-fashioned word of mouth type of thing. That may never work out. But anyway, this is Bug News. You should check this show out if you're interested in this and to see how they progress along. But this is Bug News. Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you very much.